Okay guys, we want to hear from you. What have you been up to? Any fun things this summer? Have you been to a water park of some kind? Bike rides, hikes, trails? I don't know. Let us know.
Anything, whatever it is. We want to hear from you because we want to make sure that you guys are having fun. And also maybe just to steal some of your sweet ideas as well, because, you know.
Maybe you thought of something more fun than we did.
It's possible. Maybe not, but it's possible.
So today we're going to sing Love Come Down. So head on over to the link and then head on over to the OneDrive link to do small group with your family.
Alright, but for now, we're going to go see what happens with Cal and Ace. See you guys soon.
Bye!
Hey guys! I'm so glad you're back with us for the second week of Crowned. We're learning about the kinds of attitudes Jesus says we should have. Did you know that our lives are blessed when we have these attitudes? Now, I can't wait to see what happens to Cal and Ace as they begin their quest today. Let's count it down from 3 and get started. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, action!
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Erenwyn, King Asher was kidnapped from his birthday banquet by the evil queen who lives in the enchanted forest, Queen Malise. The king's only child, Callan, and Aeselin the knight decided to set off on a quest to rescue the king. Just before Callan and Aeselin leave, Aeselin heard the screech of King Asher's pet falcon. They followed the falcon out onto the castle courtyard and took one last look before it flew off into the distance.
Come on, Cal, keep up.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Ace. Not all of us get peak physical training every day. Some of us have to go to class to learn how to run the palace and all the history that goes into it.
Okay.
Also, these palace shoes I gotta wear, they're really hard to keep on your feet, especially when running.
All right. Oh, these. Try these. Special invention of mine that are handy little things. Right there. I invented them to try to keep your shoes tight on your foot. But you're gonna need to go for the enchanted. How's that?
Whoa, thanks for the, what you call it?
I think I was thinking of calling them whack-a-mobs.
That's a good name.
I know,
like
right?
it.
Right? Now, back to the whole reason that we came running up here in the first place. I heard Skylark's screech. Trust me, I've heard that screech, ear-piercing screech, going into battle a bunch of times. You never forget that sound.
Okay, but what would my dad's pet falcon be doing up here?
Hey, I think I see something shiny over there.
Oh, it's not a dead animal, is it? Ooh, I don't like dead animals. Sometimes Skylark likes to bring back like dead fish or squirrels or even snakes. Oh, I do not want to go there if that's the case.
No, it's your father's shield.
Are you sure? Couldn't it belong to any other king from a different kingdom or a knight from our kingdom?
No. This is definitely your father's crest. It signifies this is his shield and only his shield. I've seen him carry this shield into battle a dozen times. There's no mistaking it.
So if Skylark brought my father's shield back, does that mean he's...
Cal. Oh, I'm so sorry. King Asher was a very dear friend to my heart, but he was your father. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now.
You can't imagine. I can tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like my world has just come to an end. I was so sad when I found out that my father had been taken by evil Queen Melise, but at least he was alone. Now, I don't even know what to believe.
I want you to know I'm right here with you as well, okay? You don't have to go through this alone. Even when you're sad, I'll be right here by your side, okay?
Thanks, Ace. That means a lot. I know that he meant a lot to you, too.
I just don't know what to say, Cal.
Sometimes it can be hard to know what to say when the person you care about is sad. But there is something you can remember when those times come. How do I know this, you ask? Let the king's friends tell you.
Hello, Skylark the Falcon here, King Asher's right-hand falcon. I literally sit on his right hand, but there's more to my job than that. I'm a protector and messenger of the king. King Asher and I have been through thick and thin together, and I've seen him face all sorts of trials. Most of the time, he's brave and always saves the day, but sometimes things are difficult, and it's my job to make him feel better when he's down. For example, there was one time when I saw my king go proudly into battle. Now, this wasn't just any battle, it was the battle of the century, the Great Thumb War. Unfortunately for my king, he has tiny thumbs. I'm talking much smaller than an average thumb should be, like baby thumbs. He practiced as much as he could, but alas, his tiny thumbs lost that fateful day. He retreated back into his garden where no one else was allowed to go. Not wanting to see anyone, he spent his days alone. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't sleep. He just kept replaying the Great Thumb War over and over in his head. He was so sad. Being the king's right-hand falcon, I've seen my king sad, but never like this. I knew I needed to help him, but how? I then remembered a courageous king in the Bible named King David. One day, King David found out some terrible news. His best friend Jonathan had died in battle. King David asked his helper if Jonathan had any family that was still alive. He found out that indeed there was someone, Jonathan's very own son, Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth had been sad too. His father Jonathan was killed in battle, and on the same day he had an accident and broke his legs. He could never walk again. But when David found out that Mephibosheth was still alive, he knew he had to comfort him. So he brought him to his castle and let Mephibosheth live like royalty. God used David to comfort and bless Mephibosheth, even when he was sad. Once I remembered this story, I went to my nest and retrieved some of his favorite things. I swooped into the garden like the great falcon I am, and dropped his special stuffed bunny and a delicious snack of pickled pig's feet. Even though that was his favorite treat, it still didn't cheer him up. Then it came to me. He needed his shield. It had always been a reminder that God was with him through every battle. I was absolutely right. King Asher took one look at the shield, and he realized that God loved him and was blessing him even when he was sad.
God used Skylark to bless King Asher when he was sad, just like David blessed Mephibosheth. Suddenly, Ace remembered the meaning of King Asher's shield. Ace knew it would comfort Cal's sadness to know that the shield was a sign King Asher was really alive.
Cal, I just remembered something really important about this shield. Oh, so good.
What are you talking about, Ace?
When was it? Oh, the Battle of Etheridge. That's when it started. There was a point in the battle when we thought the king had been killed. But actually, he fell into a trap set by some hunters nearby. When we found him, we decided that the king needed a way to signify if he needed help. The king would send his shield with a falcon skylark to let us know that he was alive and in need of help.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, we can have hope that your father is alive!
Wait, if he's alive? I thought you said the shield was a sign telling us he is alive.
Well, I mean, it's a sign of hope that he could be alive. Now, if it was his crown, then we'd know he's alive for sure. We better, definitely. But since we can't be sure, the best thing we can do is find him.
So you're saying that we might venture into the forest, face the evil queen, and find out that my father has been dead all along?
Yeah, that pretty much nails it. It's a risk for sure, but God, this shield is telling us that we must believe that the best is yet to come. There's hope to be had. We can't get discouraged. Your father was trying to send us a message by sending this shield with the falcon. It's a way for us to get over feeling sad because we don't have any time to lose. We must be on our way.
You're right. I won't give up on rescuing my father from Queen Melise. Hey, so you know what? I think up in that map room that there's an old map of the Enchanted Forest. Like it's from before Queen Melise took over and cast her spell on it, so who knows what changes she's made. But at least it's a starting point.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Okay. That's great thinking, Q. You better take this.
Okay.
You go find the map. I'll go gather the rest of my supplies. I have lots of inventions that I think would be helpful.
Okay. I'm gonna take this with me.
Oh.
Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't carry it. Hey buddy. Hey buddy, you okay?
Huh? What? Oh, what happened? Why am I on the ground? Oh,
That's a
why
good
does it feel like I
question.
got whacked with a big piece of metal?
Well, why don't you think about that while you go finish packing?
Wait a second. Did she? Oh, no, you didn't.
God provided the comfort Cal needed through faithful Ace the Knight. With hope in their hearts, they set off for the Enchanted Forest. The journey will be long, and the forest will not be easy to navigate. Still, the two of them press on to find the king. What will they find in the forest entrance? Is it as dreadful as the rumours tell it to be? Find out in the next chapter of our story.
Whoa, I definitely think the Enchanted Forest is going to be an adventure. And I'm really glad that Cal and Ace decided to keep going, even though there might be a chance that they don't find King Asher. I have a quick question. Have any of you been sad before? Yeah, I have too. All kinds of different things can make us sad. Making a bad grade on a test, losing our favorite toy, or even having someone we know get sick or die. But in those sad times, you can remember that you are blessed and that God will comfort you. God used Ace to comfort Cal when she was sad. And God sent David to comfort Mephibosheth when he was sad. In the same way, God might use a friend or family member to help us when we are sad. In those times, God comforts us by giving us hope that the best is yet to come. So here's what we need to know today, and you can repeat it after me. I'm blessed, even when I'm sad. Great job. So this week, if you get sad or if someone you know is sad, remember that you are blessed, even when you are sad. Now let's pray and thank God, and tell God thank you for blessing us. Everyone bow your heads and close your eyes. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us even when we're sad. Help us to remember that you are with us, and help us to see how you're comforting us. Because you love us, we believe that the best is yet to come. Thank you, Lord. Amen.